Assalamu alaikum everyone. So in this video, I'm going to talk about GS interview, which is genuine student interview. And this interview is conducted by different Australian universities. And I will give some tips that helped me to get through this interview, especially for international students. So let's start the video. So the first thing that we need to know is what is GS. So GS stands for Genuine Student Interview. Nowadays, most of the Australian universities are conducting this interview because of multiple reasons, but it is a very easy process. All you need to do is answer the questions that they're asking and be confident. That's it. So, most of the time, they do this interview for missing documents, doubts about academic background, change of study field, financial doubts, clarification needed about statement of purpose. So I have already talked about the statement of purpose or GS questions answers and another video. You can check that out. If they think that your statement of purpose or your answers about those particular questions are not strong enough, then they will give you some tips that you need to include and then send your statement of purpose or answers again to them so that they can review it. And about the missing documents, as I have already talked about this in my previous video, so international students need to provide some documents and the university will list the documents that they need in order to review your financial background, your academic background, and all other things. So if they feel like something is missing, then they will either tell you that you need to provide this document to us, or they will just conduct this interview and then they will tell you we need one more document or some of the more documents like that. And change of study field, if you are like from HSC, which is 12th grade, if you are from a commerce background student and now you are applying in a different field, then they will ask you why are you doing it. And most of the time these questions are also included in that GS questions. So all you need to do is do some research about the course that you are applying for and the university structure and everything, and then this is going to be very easy for you. So at first, they will ask you to introduce yourself, which is very common in any of the interviews. You just need to introduce yourself. You just need to say, hello, my full name is this and I'm this years old and blah, blah, blah. And then they will ask you these questions. Why Australia and not your home country? Why this course? Why this university? How will this course help your future career? So you will find all of these questions in the statement of purpose as well. You need to include everything like that. So you need to know all of this. Just the same thing that you're writing in your statement of purpose or GS questions answers, you need to say it, but don't memorize the answers. I have seen students who are memorizing the answers and then they just answer like that. You can literally understand and know when someone is memorizing the answers and telling you that. Don't do that. Be very confident and don't memorize the answers. It sounds too generic. And also, gap explanation. So, if any student has gap between their study period, they will focus on this topic, gap explanation. They will ask you, why did you take the gap? What did you do in this entire time period? So you need to explain the gap if you have any. And for those students, they also need to include a gap explanation letter. So I will make a separate video about the gap explanation letter, but you need to know that if you have any gap, they will focus on this topic more. So, and these are the very common questions that they will ask you. And sometimes if the interviewer is not satisfied with your answer, or maybe because they want to test your skills or how well are you able to perform under stress, then they will ask you some complicated questions as well, but that's very rare. Like what happened when I was giving my interview, she was asking me, she was telling me actually, these are very generic topics. all of the students, they tell this university is top ranked, I really like the course structure and these type of stuff. So your answer is very generic. I want to hear something new. That's what she told me. So I added one thing, which was I used to attend lots of education expos, like the international education expos, where the university representatives will be there. So I attended one of that education expo, which was I think organized by mentors. So I went there and I talked with each and every single university representatives in order to know the course curriculum and how the environment and everything is about that particular universities. I just went there to explore, but that literally helped me. I added this while I was giving the answers of those questions. I told her I met and talked with one of the university representatives of this particular university, and I felt like the course curriculum and the environment, everything is very suitable for me. And this will literally help me to build a future career, because I find this is the type of environment that will help me to succeed in future life. This will give me the resources that I think might be useful for me in the near future. I can network with different people who are in this particular field, and this will eventually help me to land a job in my preferred profession. I told her these kind of stuff, so I will tell you guys to attend education expos, because these will help you actually to get the overall perspective about how the universities and the people from different countries, especially when you're talking to those university representatives, most of the time they're from different countries. Some will be from Sri Lanka, then I saw some Chinese people as well, Indians, and Philippines, Malaysians, like different countries. So you will be able to talk to them. You will know how to interact with people from different countries. You will know how you need to approach those people, how you need to network with people. So this will help you to build your confidence as well. So I will obviously tell you guys to go and attend those, and if while you're giving this interview sessions, try to include this one as well. Like, I went there, I felt like this was the perfect opportunity and perfect place for me to strive in future. So you can just add these things. That's just my personal opinion, and I felt like that literally helped me, because just after finishing this interview session, I got my unconditional offer letter within like 20 minutes. So yeah, you can do it. So the next one is how to actually prepare for the interview. So the thing that you need to focus is your statement of purpose. You need to make it strong enough so that they cannot find any mistakes or any weak points in your statement of purpose. Make it really strong. And then you have to know your course, subjects, and career path. You need to research your university. Make sure that you know each and every single detail about your university, your course curriculum, the subject that you're gonna choose, then what type of career that you want to get into after completing this degree. Why are you so much interested in pursuing your study into this field? You need to understand, and you also need to be able to explain why you are so much interested about studying this particular path in this uni. Why are you choosing it? You need to be very confident and calm while you're answering these questions. You need to make them feel like, okay, so I am ready enough to handle everything in a totally different country, in a totally different language. I have the ability to do it. You need to be very confident about this, and understand your sponsor's financial situation as well. They will ask you, who is your sponsor? How is he gonna provide for you? What things are you gonna do? Are you going to do any jobs to manage your tuition fees, or is your sponsor going to pay for everything? you need to be able to answer this question as well. So you need to know about the financial situation of your sponsor. You need to prepare documents for this as well, which will be a financial affidavit. So there will be lots of financial documents, but the most important and summarized version of those entire pile of financial documents is the financial affidavit. So you need to know each and every single thing. And most important thing, you need to practice. You need to practice speaking for 5 to 10 minutes daily. What you can do is stand in front of the mirror, try to speak, and then eventually you will see the difference. If you want to improve your speaking skills, you need to speak. If you want to improve your writing skills, you need to write. That's a very simple thing. So you need to practice speaking, even just for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Then you will see improvement. And also try to record yourself when you're practicing this. Then you will feel that, yeah, I'm improving. I can do it. All you need to do is believe in yourself, practice, 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 and also believe in your story and your intention of why you are going to that particular country, why you are so passionate about studying this particular course. You need to believe in yourself. So that was the only thing that I will tell you guys, and these are the topics that you guys need to know. I will tell this one more time. This is a very simple interview session. All you need to do is just answer the questions that they're asking. Look at them, make eye contact with them, speak very confidently, calmly. Don't get your words twisted while you are trying to answer them because of your nervousness. Don't do that. Even if you're nervous, don't show them that. And answer the questions very calmly. And eventually, if everything goes well, inshallah, you will be able to study into your preferred course and also your dream university. Inshallah, everything will go well. So if you guys have any more questions for me, you can always ask me the questions in the chat box. I will try to make a detailed video if I cannot just reply to that comment. So yeah, if you have any questions, reach out to me anytime. I will try my best to help you guys. And all the best for your future journey. Thank you for watching.